Okay. First things first, we need to plant more wheat. We have very little that only got partially grown because of a blight. Second thing second, we need more superpowers. Sari is currently, working on it. We've got 2 days before that's a thing. Sherry needs to, yeah, a lot of things. The pain is a big part of what's currently going on with her. Hopefully that'll get better soon. We need to research how to install pain stoppers, though, because Sari isn't going to be very useful in combat until we do. So until we get to that point, yeah, we could be doing better. There's a sculpture in here to break. Sari has started making sculptures, which is both good and bad. It's good because it gives her something to do and train up her skills. It's bad because she's awful at it. So it's going to be wasting wood resources. Speaking of which, probably should get some more wood. Just because we don't have a ton. We have 2,000, which sounds like a lot. And you remember that each time they make a sculpture, it costs 50. So it's really not that much. I mean, it's a lot of sculptures, but it's not enough to fully train someone, that's for sure. Plus, Jerry's making fuel out of it, so we could be better off. Speaking of making fuel out of it, I found out a very good idea that we should have been doing, and I didn't realize we could be doing, which is a use for insect meat. I had been just letting it decay outside. Never thought about using a biofuel refinery for it, which may seem like an obvious, like, oh, duh, why didn't you think of that? I'm stupid. That's it. Also, hello, camera. Yeah, I was like, you're a bit high. Higher than you should be. Or, whatever. Anyway. So, yeah, that's the main plan for today, like I said, is getting people super powered. Hi, we're not doing the Arco Nexus, thank you. Namely Sari, but to a certain degree, there's other people who would be nice if they got a little bit of superpowers. Like Gary being able to get instant hacking wouldn't be bad, stuff like that. Problem is, as a payment for my cheating, I did not find the next vault. I purposefully did not hack it and just spawned it in. In doing so, I've pretty much guaranteed that I'm not going to be able to get more resources anytime soon for making superheroes. So I have a limited amount I can do. You guys have anything good whatsoever? Yeah, I prefer Hyperweave. I think Hyperweave's better. You want some drugs? And a broken shield core? And organs? They can't afford the organs. Okay, how about just a spine? Okay, how about just a jaw? Or an ear. Ears are more worthwhile. And we'll sell all the kids' clothing, actually. Because we don't need it. It slightly goes over. I don't give a shit. That way we can clear up a bit of our storage, which is almost at capacity, actually. I'm pretty happy having it get that close to capacity, but not quite full. We do have the steel... the steel fields, so that is part of the reason we're able to afford it. Yeah, I try to keep my storage controlled chaos style. Things that I might actually need access to are usually left on the ground, such as clothing, weapons, furniture, and then things I likely won't need access to are on the shelves. So, like organs, I don't really need to individually find organs. I can just, install the operation. Well, I just got this from repeatedly going to vaults and disassembling them like a fucking crack addict going in for copper wiring. Like, I just was breaking down everything I saw. I mean, for that same reason, I have a ton of components and advanced components as well. Like, I've got a lot. Yeah, 525 components and 158 advanced components. My colony wealth is insanely high right now. It's, yeah. It's a little high. 467,570 total wealth right now. I mean, hey, 10,000 steel. I've got 11,000 here, so you know what? Basically, just got given that from TTK. Sherry, how long are you going to take? My goodness, you take forever to heal. It's like you got stabbed 30 times or something. What a baby. I mean, I'm just saying, if I got stabbed 30 times, I'd get over it in like a day. Wouldn't take me that long. There, finally, she's gotten over it. How long until the superpowers are done? A day and 8 hours. Ugh, hurry up. I guess while that's going, do we have any quests right now? Let's see. I mean, we haven't gotten any subquests for this. We don't need rhino leather, so we can trash that. There wasn't anything... I guess we could do ancient complexes. Sherry, real quick, let's check for any contracts before that, though. We need to get more money. We need to be rich as possible. 8 field hands. I wish I had researched the ability to make that, because that's not that expensive for 12,000. Nothing here I can obtain, either because of research limitations or just the fact that I don't have enough Brachiosauruses. Brachiosauri? But there is a Brontosaurus. I'm pretty sure... It might not be true anymore, but I'm pretty sure that there was a quest, a contract rather, for their leather, and I was just one Brontosaurus off. So I didn't check if it's still there. Also, why is this door broken and forbidden? Are there any other broken and forbidden things? Yes. Why are these things broken and forbidden? I did not forbid shit. I don't like when the game pulls that shit. I was really expecting it to come attack me. I don't like having to get this close, though. Come on, just get it to the point where it'll bleed out kind of soon. This was so much easier with laser eyes. Why does Sari have to be busy gaining more superpowers? She should be out here shooting lasers at dinosaurs like a normal person. That's normal Thursday activities. Okay, 14 hours is good enough. It'll bleed out eventually, unless it heals its wounds faster than it dies, but it probably won't. I just want to let him sleep because I was keeping his ass up. No, he doesn't... Buddy, you can sleep. It's sleep hours. Go to bed. He'd rather real quick deliver some concrete. Don't you just... Isn't that such a vibe? It's like, man, it's like 3 hours past when I normally go to bed. And while I am really tired, I need to carry some concrete blocks like half a mile first. I'm really in the mood to carry my fucking concrete blocks half a mile. Okay, Barry, you awake relatively soon, I guess? Rebuffed by Harry. Barry, I hate to say it, you're the only gay man in the colony. You're the only gay person, period, in the colony, but you're the only gay man in the colony. You're never going to get anything but rebuffed. I'm sorry, my guy. If I could, I would make Harry gay because he's constantly hitting on the fucking women. So, honestly, that'd be a match made in heaven, because then it would make both of you shut up. But, sadly, I'm not going to do that. So the Bronto is now dead. Once we butcher it, we'll be able to see whether or not we still have the Brontosaurus, or sorry, sauropod leather mission. Okay. Contracts. Autosave. Hey, that is 23,000 silver I just made. I mean, they still have to get here before I get it, but still. Killing that one Brontosaurus with a gun after killing 2 with lasers. All I'm saying, guys, anyone who's poor, easy solution. Kill 3 Brontosauruses. If you can kill 3 Brontosauruses, you will never need for money again. You know, like, oh, you need a down payment on your car? Forget that. Just kill 3 Brontosauruses. You'll have $22,000 instantly. And as we all know, there's nothing in the world more expensive than $22,000. That is enough money to buy literally everything. Like, you could buy the whole world for $22,000. I wish that world acted the way I just said. Okay, but this is done soon. I'm gonna have to be ready for another save scumming situation, but you know. That's also an issue is with the TTK is I have a lot of mods on here that I don't know how they would work with it. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Let's save this before it inevitably gives me something absolutely horrendous, like instant brain death. That's fine. It's just severe brain damage. That's fine. Well, Gary, run. Gary, run. Gary, run! Gary's fucking dead. Get in the helicopter, Gary! Get in the helicopter! Oh my gosh. Gary! You just needed to run! Okay, seems there's only one solution to this issue. Oh, that poor rabbit! I forgot it was anything. You know what? Everyone stay inside. Just hot. No, not the helicopter! No, no, that's the one thing we can't have get lost. Oh, shit. Sherry, go attack your child. Barry, get her attention. Click. Stop attacking it, please! She's too powerful! There we go! Finally! Mangled scar on her brain, but she's fine other than that. Death in an hour! Okay, hang on a moment. That's a bit sooner than I thought it was. Stop the bleeding. Now. Gary, no! Save your husband, Sherry! Harry, keep coming over here. You're still the better doctor. Okay, you are gonna tend to Gary. Sherry, you go rescue your daughter, maybe? Okay, Gary lives to see another day. He lost a leg. He lost both legs. I didn't notice he lost both. He lost both legs and a kidney. Sari has a mangled scar on her brain. Thankfully, we can solve that. She almost destroyed. Look at that! Like, one more hit and the helicopter was gone. That literally could not have been closer. Jeez. Okay, Barry, can you repair that? Yeah, for real. Free kidney. It's just laying out on the ground somewhere. My goodness, that was close. Sari, hey pal, you're getting back in bed. you're bedridden. Also, hey Duca, Gary just got crippled by Sari, who had a minor brain damage from the gene tailoring pod. What's the medical emergency? Oh. Yeah, the almost dying of blood loss thing. I thought it was something else. The super child is the one who has the brain damage. She now has a scar on her brain. The scar is actually from a gunshot because we had to put her down because she came out of here and cut off both of Gary's legs and cut out one of his kidneys because the machine that's supposed to give her superpowers kind of fucked with her brain a little bit. So, yeah. Hey, Gary, you want some new legs? I think we have an extra one or two. I know we have an extra kidney, so you'll be 100% fine. We don't have an extra brain. So Sari... Yeah. We just need someone to raid us soon, so we can get a brain from them. Worst case scenario, I do have a magical high-tech machine that'll instantly heal any one injury. I know, Green Bean, but like I said, I don't really want to use Twitch controls. Malnutrition? Why don't you eat then, Harry? What was stopping you from eating? You weren't one of the people in combat. We'll let Harry do the last one so he can keep his doctoring skill up. Well, it's like he never got attacked by Sari. Sari, on the other hand, still does have a mangled scar on her brain. Exactly. I mean... Is it a good idea to send someone to attack a camp who has brain damage? First of all, I told you I can't make Frozone. Second of all, the golden cube doesn't show up. And third of all, I don't trust you because I know you. You will constantly summon the golden cube if I play Anomaly. And if I don't play Anomaly, you'll do something else similarly painful. I really want to do this mission, but I do feel like the brain damage is probably not a good thing to have when going on a raid. What? Trusting people? I don't know. I think the fun part of life is things not exploding constantly. That's just me though. Okay, Sari, you're fully healed. I'm not gonna wait for a brain. We're gonna use the healer thing, but first get your sword back. Where's the healer mech serum? Shit, that's supposed to be on the floor, but it's not. They'll eventually move it in there and I'll find it. Oh, cool, an animal. Oh! Eh. Wait, did that say it explodes? Explode if it receives too much damage. It's probably not a good thing to keep around. Oh well. Seriously, where's the healer mech serum? I know I have one. Is that it? No. That's a super nanite. Am I blind? Most likely. Oh, I found it. Watch as this scar on her brain is cured. Haha. It's like she never got brain damage. I am a miracle worker. Ever so slightly a miracle worker. I prefer not to use healer mech serums on brain damage since I, you know, do have the ability to just remove... Also, something exploded. Was it? It was you. As I was saying, I prefer to use it on torso damage since you can't replace torso scars, but you can replace brain scars. But, considering this is Sari and she has pain hypersensitivity, I'd really rather not keep her in constant brain damage. Now, I think we're doing this quest. Okay, we'll send Sari, Sherry, Harry, and Barry all in this shuttle. But I only expect to need Sari. I think Sari can solo this mission. We need bridges down here to make this faster, don't we? I don't know where we're going to on the world. Oh. That's pretty far. Go on, generate the map. Hello? The game just crashed. Uh-oh. Fellas, we got a problem. Okay. So, we're not doing that quest. I don't know how the game crashed. It didn't like that, I suppose. It could have been because I went to the world map right when we went to the other location, so it tried to load the world map and that location at the same time. It could be because of a mod conflict. It could be because Rimworld likes to crash. There's a lot of things that could have caused that. But, whoops. Well, there's not really any way to narrow it down, Duca. It's pretty much anything could have caused that. While the game's loading back, because it is going to take a while to load, it's worth noting, when you have this many mods, it takes a bit of time to load in. It's sort of like modded Minecraft, how long that fucking takes. So while we're loading in, this is why I always open the game before stream starts, so that I can right away load in, and like I have to do the waiting, not you guys. But when it crashes like this, there's nothing I can fucking do. While it's loading in, since we're not doing that quest, because we don't want another crash like that, we're going to instead have Sari go right back in the machine. And depending on when the last autosave was, because I don't know when the last autosave was, I don't pay attention. Depending on when the last autosave was, that might be before she got the brain damage cure. Hear me out. I'm not going to cure her brain damage now. The only reason I did it was because I was going to send her on that quest. But since we're not doing the quest, she'll keep the brain damage. This sounds awful. This is like literally supposed to be like the golden child of the colony, the ultimate person, the person we're all supposed to really care about, you know, the group's daughter, and I'm like, let her keep the brain damage. Anyway, we'll let her keep the brain damage and instead go back into Super Soldier Machine, the same one that it didn't give her the brain damage, but it caused her to have it because it led to her getting shot in the brain. Anyway, we're gonna put her back in. Hopefully she won't actually get some, because it can actually put a scar on the brain. Not indirectly, but directly. Hopefully, it doesn't do that. If it does, she'll have 2 scars on her brain. Also, there we go. I was about to say, it should have loaded now, shouldn't it have? Okay, let's check when that last autosave was. My logic is if she takes another hit of brain damage to the brain, as long as it doesn't kill her, it'll be fine. Hey, Duca, I was just talking about how I'm planning on letting her keep the brain damage, unless this autosave was after I already fixed it. Is she cured? No, she's not. This is right after she got wounded. This is before he even got his kidney replaced. Okay, so this autosave is a bit old. Exactly. A matter of fact, let's do something real stupid. Hey, Sari, you see how you're not even completely healed, like, from the non-scarred wounds? Get back in. You can heal while you're in the pod. Oh, I just realized I can't even do that quest now. Because I got the quest after that. Wants me to guard 6 people for 20 days. And I'll take 3 really insanely strong raids for it. Hell no. It's a machine that's like basically, okay, first of all, this would be a really good reward if this wasn't such an insanely difficult quest. You ever watch Deadpool? Like the original Deadpool movie? Yeah, Diabolus is a boss, so it is tough. It's also one of the hardest to fight bosses. So, you know how Deadpool got his powers in that movie, where he got basically tortured day in and day out, and then, like, put into the vats that, like, tortured him? We're basically doing that to her. Not quite as cruelly, but same concept, where we're basically doing a whole bunch of tests on her body that may cause brain damage. No, he already had cancer. That was him trying to cure it. No, we're just injecting needles into her body, trying to give her, just doing random shit to her brain. We're going mad scientist on her ass. Also, Mary, why are you so slow? Oh, it's the armor, isn't it? Still not sure why her move speed is quite that low. Multiplier for light, I don't know. She's just slow. Yeah, basically. I mean, like I said, we're basically just torturing her, effectively. Can she heal while she's in here? She has these wounds. I don't know if they can heal up while she's in the pod. I mean, I would assume they can. But I don't know they can. Hi, a chase deserter. I'm good. Gary, go grab your weapon. You dropped it when you were de-legged. So, yes and no, Duca. You need more movement speed than them. You can't kite using melee combat. Because the moment that they get close to you, they get a hit. Like, the way that attacks work in this game, it's like Minecraft style, where when you attack, you have a cooldown before your next attack. But even if the person gets too far away for you to hit, the cooldown still refreshes. So the moment that they're in melee range, they get a free hit. Along with you. You'd both get 1 free hit on each other. So even if you could... You're right, you can kite in Minecraft. I'm saying, though, in this situation, imagine Minecraft, but the instant someone is close enough for you to hit them, you will always hit them. That's Rimworld. So basically, you can't kite in melee combat, because they will always hit you right away, even if you just hit and then run away, and then hit and then run away. Every time you hit them, they will hit you. Unless you dodge. But the dodge chance is just based on random chance. But you can kite with ranged weapons, but you need to be faster than them, and not definitely significantly faster, but fast enough that it, well, basically, like, if you have a short-range weapon, you need to be a lot faster than them, because you need time to shoot and then run, and then shoot and then run. But, if you have a long-range weapon, you could be barely faster than them, and you can kite. But because you need to be fast in the enemy, usually you have to choose between armor or not armor, because if you wear armor, you get slowed down. And there's a lot of animals that are faster than people, so it doesn't even matter, because they're gonna just outrun you, and there's nothing you can do about it. Even if you replace your legs with bionic legs, they're still gonna be faster, stuff like that. That's why we have a Jeep, for hitting people. If they're too fast for us to run away, we ram them. Like civilized people. We ram our problems away. So, like I said, yes and no. Like, there's a lot of stupid strats to winning combat in this game. The problem is, a lot of the strats are dependent on certain base types. So the base type I like to do, this one here, has a big wall all the way around it. And then down here is a door that I just open up, and then they walk through a whole bunch of bear traps. Which obviously in real life, a normal person would not do that. They just break down the wall somewhere else. And sometimes raiders are smart enough to do that. Other times, though, they are stupid. And they will just walk through it. Problem is, there are raids where people will, like I said, break down your walls, or where people will drop in from the sky, like paratroopers. And in those types of raids, my base type doesn't work. I don't have proper defenses for that. However, there are other base defense types that work better for other types of raids. For example, if you have a mountainous base, they can't drop in on top of you because you have a mountainous roof over your head. So that completely negates any chance of drop pods showing up inside of your base. However, it has the negative effect of then giant insects will sometimes burrow up because they like to live in mountains. So there's a give and a take for every type of base design. I personally do not like the insects showing up so much. I just say fuck it. I don't care. I will suffer with the people dropping in from the sky if it means I don't have to deal with the giant bugs. And yeah, it's really easy to take advantage of the AI. I mean, there's also a death type, or a base type, where you inflict death via making a gigantic room that is a long maze for them to go through. I mean, it's not really a maze, it's just a long-ass tunnel. And instead of it being filled with traps like mine is, it's just really, it's filled with stuff to slow them down, so that they move really, really, really slowly. And the whole reason for that is you then fill the other end of the room, the area where they're going, with fire. And then the room heats up so hot that everyone inside boils alive. That is another strat people like to do. Yeah, it's like 7 Days to Die raids. But like, people like to boil their enemies alive. They like to make kill boxes, which are basically lead them through a specific tunnel that ends in a big open area where you have all of your people ready to kill them, like a firing squad. There's what I've got. There's a whole bunch of different strategies for how to deal with raids. I personally, like I said, I just like the version that requires the least input from me. I just have an open door down here, people walk in and they die. No, it does not have that rule. A matter of fact, you can't have multiple people standing on a single tile, except maybe sometimes 2 at a time, and that's if the game slightly bugs out. But you should never be able to have more than, like, a couple on a tile, or else it just pushes them somewhere else. Or doesn't even let them walk there in the first place. Also, these traders are going to pay me so much money. Wait, where's the fire? Oh. A wild animal. And this one's gonna die as well. Yep. Yeah, exactly. Well, I just made 23,000 in-game dollars. I wish it wasn't in... Oh, and... Hey, look! Another type of raid that I can't really handle. But I'm gonna try and handle. A siege. Then... Okay, it's a drop pod siege as well. So they're dropping in inside the walls, and then they're gonna try and besiege my colony. Let's see, how many of them are there? That is 26 people. Using weapons including a rocket launcher. Another type of a missile launcher, I could say. A uranium slug turret, a doomsday rocket launcher. Yeah, they're not weak. They're not weak at all. That's actually also a very scary species of human. Those are Edekin, I think is how it's pronounced. They do extra strong melee damage, and they take way less damage than normal. So, yeah, they're annoying to deal with. But I just called in some allies for reinforcement because we're going to need the numbers. Now, they're going to go pick a place to set up a raid. Or not a raid. a siege. They want to build like a mortar somewhere. Thankfully, they won't have time before my allies show up. I'm going to have Barry come up here and help. Because he has a gun, so he can actually help without, like, being in danger. So, they can drop stuff wherever the hell they want as long as it's not on a mountain. If there's a mountaintop over, it can't be dropped, but they can drop through a roof. A human-built roof. It's only natural roofs they can't break. Because it's rock. We did it. I didn't really need to help. Also, is there anyone on the ground? Oh, you're on the ground. Death in 7 hours. Capture him. What about you? Do you die? Oh, you die in a longer amount of time. Capture you instead. We needed a new brain. Like I said, I called in some allies for help. The allies are much less technologically advanced than these guys are. They're literally Roman centurions, and so to make up for that, they have way higher numbers. If it had called in, like, more technologically advanced allies, I would have had less of them. There's even more here still, as you can see. So yeah, 4 hours, 3 hours, 10 hours. This one's the easiest option. I'm going to take this man's brain. You can just straight up replace a brain. It's not like real life where a brain, like, actually, like, is the person. So, yeah, see, it doesn't matter. That's the best part. All brains are exactly the same in this game. Just like how all other body parts are. Like, I can take a leg from a literal child and then put it on an adult, and there's no negative ramifications, despite the fact that I'm pretty sure a 3-year-old's leg on a, like, 30-year-old person probably wouldn't work. It is weird. It's also just because it add a lot of complexity to the code, I guess. I don't know. Now that we stopped the bleeding, we need your brain. Where's the brain? There it is. Take his brain. Yes, actually. I talked about doing that earlier. Here, we use some actual medicine instead of just herbal medicine. I mean, you could technically do it in real life too, but it would be a lot worse since in real life the brains actually are, you know, different. And let's see. Oh. Okay. So this is a difficult one, Duca. Do I take the thing that makes it so that they will always aim for organs, such as the brain and heart, assuming they hit? This is my super soldier. Or they can literally summon lightning. She already has laser eyes. You're right, it doesn't benefit against mechs, but she already has laser eyes, and that does work pretty well. Laser eyes are really stronger than they sound. It's basically a, I look at you, you explode. There's also the problem of both of these come with a negative effect, which is random. Either she's upset whenever she's away from home. That's what happens if I give her the organ targeting one. If I give her the lightning one, she's not willing to attack. Ever. I think I shouldn't go for the lightning one, because if she's not willing to attack ever, she's pretty useless in combat, now isn't she? Summoning lightning wouldn't be considered combat, but I don't know about the laser eyes, so I'm gonna just make her target organs. I think that might be the better plan. Also, she did not heal up at all. Yeah, basically a pacifist Thor with Superman's laser eyes as well. Like if you want to see how strong these laser eyes are, I'll have to spawn it in. I'm gonna spawn in a creature just for you to see a whole Tyrannosaurus Rex, an entire T-Rex. I'm going to shoot with the laser eyes. Instant death. The brain was destroyed, the stomach was destroyed, its entire left lung was destroyed, its body was shredded to the point of being useless, its head was shredded, its skull was cracked. Yeah, instant death. That was the laser eyes. She can do that once every hour. In-game, not real-life hour. So, yeah, no, the laser eyes are insanely strong. And that's an AoE. That huge blast radius, that is an AoE. So, she probably doesn't need lightning. Well, that's her third superpower. She's only got room for 2 more. There's 2 I'm really hoping for. One of them is makes her have a 100% chance of hitting in melee combat, so every time she attacks, she always hits. That one would be really nice. Yeah, Superman, if he were pissed, or like drunken Thor. Well, actually, no, I feel like when drunk, he's probably stronger. Sober Thor. Are you guys gonna leave soon? You're lagging my game with the sheer amount of you there are. There's fucking 24 people down here. And then the fire up here. But yeah, she doesn't really need to worry about groups of enemies. Oh, that's because there was a fire and this person used a fire retardant grenade so that it would put out the fire. Okay, let's try and install this new brain. Let's just save real quick just in case. I mean, when she leaves the home area, it's going to give her a negative effect. As long as she's in her home area, there's no negative effect whatsoever from that. So it's really not bad. So far, I've been very, very lucky. First of all 3 of the superpowers I got are really good. Second of all 3 of the weaknesses are not that bad. Pain, so she feels 3 times as much pain, which it sounds worse than it is. I can install something in her brain that makes her not feel pain at all. So even though she should feel 3 times as much pain, that'll get rid of it. She's easily enraged, so if she's ever insulted, she will beat up the person who insults her. And she needs to be inside the home area, which it doesn't mean inside her room, it means inside of these blue areas. Anything here that's blue, as long as she's inside of the blue area, she's fine. When she's not in the blue area, so like she's over here, she will get a mood debuff. So let's let's not completely brush it off. That could be a pretty big debuff. But I'm going to carry her over to the pod to give her more superpowers. She's currently under the effects of anesthetic because we did just install a new brain. So we have to have someone bring her over. So yeah, the debuffs are just as random as the buffs. The only difference is you can try and remove debuffs, whereas you can't remove buffs. So whatever buff you get, you're stuck with that. Yeah, the paranoia, like that is random. It's random what debuff you get, including the paranoia. You can remove the paranoia of like the same way that you add a normal superpower, but it still has it actually has double the chance of failing as giving a superpower does. However, you can't remove a superpower. So like she has those laser eyes. Let's say she got something really crappy, because there are some crappy superpowers. Let's say she got like really good at ranged combat, even though she doesn't use guns, and therefore that's useless for her. In that situation, you're shit out of luck, because she got that superpower, but you can't swap it out for a different one. And that especially sucks if you get two that are like really bad together. Like, oh, she always hits her shots in melee combat, and she always hits her shots in ranged combat. Well, she's not going to be doing both now, is she? Yeah, exactly. So, like, if you get a kind of crappy superpower, you're just stuck with it. So, like, some good examples. I can go into God mode just so I can show you what the powers are. So these are all the superpowers. Something like super jump, efficient builder, cold resistance, loner. Some of them just suck. Dark vision, so you can see in the dark. That's it. A lot of them just suck. Yeah, so vampires already have super jump. So if she was a vampire and she went into the gene tailoring pod and she got the super jump superpower, she would literally just gain pretty much nothing. And as for the negative effects, there are some really bad negative effects. Blind, deaf, mute are pretty bad. Psychological paralysis, that's not great. Extremely flammable is funny. Bigot. Bloodlust doesn't seem bad until you know what? Let me go right back into it and show you what it is. Upon killing, might instantly enter a berserk chance. A berserk state, 50% chance. So in other words, after she kills someone, she has a 50% chance to start killing anything she sees, including her allies. Bloodlust is actually one of the worst, because she just is not... You can't let her kill things anymore. If you let her kill things, she has a coin flip chance every time she does it of going on a murder spree, of friend and foe alike. So that's actually one of the worst ones to get. Also, you say bigot's just an insult, but I'm not actually sure what bigot does. Let me check. Come on, autosave. Now's not the time. Bigot... Oh. Refuses to deal with anyone that isn't a part of the community. Yeah, that one's not bad. It just means that she's not willing to, like, do anything other than kill an enemy. If they're not part of the community, she won't trade with them. She won't, like, if they're a prisoner, she won't talk with them or even steal their organs, I don't think. It's not even racist, because it wouldn't be based on race, it would be based on community. It's like you're not... It'd be like if I lived in Atlanta and I said I'm not willing to talk to anyone not from Atlanta. It's like a very specific type of bigotry. You don't live with me, so I hate you, kind of a thing. A very niche type of bigot. Honestly, if she gets bigoted, I don't think it'd matter that much. She isn't even a social person, so she's never really gonna be doing social shit. So, honestly, no harm, no foul. I wouldn't lose anything from her being bigoted. If she wants to be bigoted, that's probably the best negative thing to suffer from. So, I hope she becomes a bigot! Because that's one of the few, super negative things I don't need to remove. Like, pain and hypersensitivity and bigot. Both of those, if she gets them, well, she already has one of them, both of those are ones that I wouldn't get rid of it. Because there's no reason to. I can install the thing in her brain, she doesn't feel pain anymore, that one's gone without risking her dying. It's just installing something in her brain that honestly is good anyway, because her not feeling pain is useful even if she felt normal amounts of pain. Stupid ones like that, I mean, there's immature, easily bored. Those are kind of dumb. Prideful. Audacious, you know. Well, lustful's awful because they constantly flirt with others, but they're always rejected. So it's bad because of the fact that basically she's going to never have any friendly relations with anyone in the entire colony. Anytime she talks to someone, it will always be considered a flirt. And anytime someone gets flirted on by her, they will always reject her. Which, it's even worse than it sounds. You don't play this game, so you don't realize it, but it's already kind of common for people to flirt with people rebuffed. That means he flirted with her and she said no. He got rebuffed by 2 different people. That's a -10 to his mood. That is an insanely big negative to his mood. -10 is huge. And that's just 2 people saying no. She would literally flirt with every single person she talked to. There's 6 people in the colony. She would suffer from a -30 mood buff. Or mood debuff. And everyone would hate her. Because she's constantly flirting with them and they're constantly hating those flirts. So believe it or not, lustful is actually pretty bad. It's completely fine if she's alone. If she's a single person in a colony and it's like a colony of 1 person, it doesn't matter at all. It is perfectly okay in that situation. But the moment you get a large colony, it is one of the worst things to get, next to bloodlust and other shit like that. Next to the actually like game ending level bad ones, it's one of the worst of the not that bad ones. Like it's not going to make her useless in any situation other than making friends. But yeah, it's a very weird one. A lot of the things that don't sound that bad are really bad, and the ones that sound really bad aren't that bad. Like, pain hypersensitivity. Imagine having it be a thing where literally, in real life, imagine this. Imagine all pain that you feel is 3 times as bad. I mean, 3 times is insane. And yet, in-game, that's really not that bad. Because there's a solution for it. There's a cure for it. It's not anywhere near as bad as you would think, based on its description. I would argue easily enraged is also pretty funny, because, like, easily enraged makes it so anytime someone is insulted, they go into a fight with that person who insulted them, right? As far as I know, if it's not a tree that you have, then no, you don't have to do shit. But no, as I was saying, no. Basically, if she's ever insulted, she will attack someone. But people only insult people if they dislike them. If she got lustful, everyone would hate her, which means they'd constantly be insulting her, which means she'd constantly be beating the shit out of them because she's the best person at melee combat in the whole faction. So in other words, if she gets lustful, it's going to be 2 negatives that combine into an ultra negative. She will literally be constantly beating up everyone in the colony. Like, every, like, day, she will knock someone unconscious. Well, I mean, for brownies. You didn't tell me brownies were on the line. Different trees have different trees. Also, you mean leaves and not leafs? SMH, don't even know English. I'm sorry, I don't know why I'm making a correcting your English joke. Yeah. It actually is leaves. Don't ask me why. I don't know. Hey, English, we are stupid. we are very stupid. Okay, well, have a good one. If you're not able to get back, hope you have a good weekend, man. Okay. 16 hours until Sari gets her next superpower. Yeah, man, have a good one. We've got so much clothing from the people we've killed. Also, this ammo pack. We no longer need ammo packs, so I'm gonna go ahead and start destroying those. Because they are completely unnecessary. Same with mini turret packs. I'm just saying it because I'm seeing it in here. It's like, no, I don't need that shit. Are there any more contracts we could do right now? I want more money. Simple prosthetic arms wouldn't be too difficult. Do I have the research for that? No. No, I don't. Oh well. Oh. Lag. Exotic goods trader. Well, how do you do? I'll wait until you're closer to trade with you. You're very far away. It's going to take a while. Okay, Jerry, after you're done that, open the contract screen again. I just realized I want to order something. Something kind of important. An autosave to delay me. Here, you just drop the steel. So we've already got the 2 eyes for sale. Let's increase their price because we've been waiting too long for those, and they will drastically increase the hit chance for Sari. So let's increase it to 150. Second of all, and this is a big one, I want to just get her some skill trainers. We'll put that at 150 as well. Actually, you know what? These are so cheap. Let's get 4. And the reason I want to get her skill trainers is because I want to get her really trained up. I want to get her to duelist ASAP, because getting her to duelist means that she will attack a lot faster, and faster attacking is, of course, going to end up pretty much carrying her combat capabilities. Also, we don't need any of these whatsoever. Yeah, we can just destroy all of them. But yeah, that'll increase her melee capabilities quite a lot, especially with her always hits organs as long as she hits thing. Now, I'll fully admit, because of the fact she has the laser eyes, she frankly doesn't really need much for melee combat. My idea was just to make it so that if she does get in melee combat, she's insanely strong, but when she's not in melee combat, she's still insanely strong. But it's becoming more and more apparent that, honestly, laser eyes can just carry. If I just gave everyone laser eyes, I think we could single-handedly take out, like, any raid. But here we go. We're about to find out what her 4th and penultimate ability is. Save it. Here we go. I said before, I'm not counting deaths. I'm anything other than death, you know, brain damage, berserk rage, that's fine. Death is bullshit. I'm sorry, instant death doesn't make sense. It makes sense for them to suffer brain damage. It does not make sense for them to die instantly. No. Nuh-uh. Try it again. I think it would be fine to have death be a possibility if there was a machine that made it so it wasn't a possibility. So that way, if you had a full setup like I do, then it can't happen. Two in a row. This is a... Let it be known, we're at like a... I want to say a 30% chance of this failing right now. Like 30 or 40%. And not only did it fail twice, it had the worst result twice. Statistical anomaly. If this happens a third time, I'm actually going to be insanely surprised. Okay, there we go. Glory Kill and Unstoppable. Wait. Immune to pain... and blind. Oh, she's blind no matter what! No! What's Glory Kill? Force himself into a fight or flight response and receive a massive dose of adrenaline. Permissible, blah, blah, blah. The surge in strengths allow them to randomly attack a nearby enemy and tear them to pieces. However, they would need to spend 5 days recovering. Kill a random enemy in a 1-cell radius, spawning a large amount of blood everywhere and removing a random amount of... Okay, I might reload the save because these both sound kind of ass, but I want to test it. What do you mean she needs rescue? Oh, she's still... the anesthesia didn't wear off. I want to test that on something. You know what? Since I'm just testing it and it really doesn't matter, it's just anesthesia, let me just remove it. I want to test this. I don't know if she needs a weapon or not, but I'm going to have her do it. And it needs to be a random enemy, so I will spawn in a person, I guess. Let's just spawn in a raider. Or actually, let's... no, we'll do a raider. Ancient soldier. Is this music copyrighted? I'm not sure if that music is copyrighted. I'm going to not keep that. I actually was going to keep it because of how cool that was until I realized that music might be copyrighted and I don't want to get DMCA'd. Sorry. No, not, We're not doing that one. No. I don't want to get my stream removed or my channel banned or fined or anything like that. Okay. I know I said I'd accept any of them, but I got a positive result when she wasn't dead. So what I'll do is I will... At this point in time, I'm not accepting anything because the only reason I had to reload there is because of a copyright possibility. So I'm not counting that as a failure. I'm counting this as she successfully got a power. Let me try again, and this time get a power that's actually not possibly going to copyright claim me. There. Self-control. Capable of stopping any mental break by psychically forcing them to relive a cherished memory. 2 days to settle on a different memory. Cold resistance. These are awful. These are genuinely terrible. Like, don't get me wrong, the self-control one is fine, I guess. But that's kind of awful because she's going to be happy all the time. I don't know about that one, Chief. I want something a little better. Something at least slightly useful. That's a very meh thing. Like, yeah, she does have the problem where she will go into a berserk rage if she, Or, no, she doesn't even go... She does a social fight. It's not a rage. So that doesn't even fix it. Never mind. I was sitting here thinking, well, am I being overly critical? Because she does have the thing that makes her fight whenever she gets insulted. But then I realized, that's not a berserk rage. Okay. I can't pick you. So, bulletproof skin. They can't suffer cuts. All sharp damage dealt to this pawn deals blunt damage instead. But immunity gain speed... That is awful. But I said I would take it. And I'm not a pussy. I'll take it if it's good. The negative effect isn't, but I will take that. We need to put her into the Gene Taylor pod right now, though. We pretty much need to remove that. What are the chances of 70%? What about giving her a new one? 40. Problem is, I don't get to pick which one it removes. We just pray? I could always just say I should be able to choose and like erase one of my choice, but I'm not going to do that. The 70% chance of failure, though, oh boy, she's... That's a really bad one. That's a pretty bad one. I'll just wait to do that until she's out of the pod. Oh well, I guess worst case scenario, we just have to make sure she never gets sick somehow. I don't know. That's just... Yeah, that sucks. Well, maybe I will, because it's a 70% chance of failure, maybe I will make sure that someone goes away. I don't know. I'm scared. I don't want her to die over and over again trying to reload a fucking save, and I also don't want her to die because of getting the fucking sniffles. Because the problem is, like, if the immunity gain speed is 1/4 speed, that's just not survivable. Even with Glitter World meds, I don't think that she'd be able to survive. Her immunity speed would just be ass. I mean, she does have the synthetic kidneys and liver, so maybe she'd be able to. She has 156%, depending on how the math adds up. So I don't know if this is applied at the same time as the 25%, or after, or before. But let's assume worst case scenario, I guess. I don't know what the worst case... You know, let's just assume what makes the most sense, which is that they're both applied at the same time. Assuming they're both applied at the same time, then... It's a 20... you know what? They probably do blood filtration first, actually. So 156% times 25%. Oh. That means she's at about a 39% immunity gain speed. Yeah, no. That means even with Glitter World meds, I think she would die from literally any illness. Because, like, 39% immunity speed. Yikes. That's just... Well, we you know what? We could, I guess, get the cornerstone that slightly increases immunity speed, too. But, like... It's only 10%. That... At best, assuming it adds the 10% on at a good time, that'll bring it up to still below 50%. It'll be 49%. And 49% immunity gain speed just doesn't... I guess there is 128% on that. I don't know. I feel like that might genuinely be lethal, like 99% of the time for her having that effect. I think that needs to be removed. I mean, I'm like I said, I'm hoping to remove it, but I think that really needs to be the one that's removed, if you catch my drift. Anyway, we still got these schoolrooms over here that I'm planning on never using again because kids aren't worth it. However, it could be worth it to do something else. We could use... child soldiers. No, we're not doing that. We're not. We're not fucking doing that. So let's... We won't get rid of the chair. That chair is perfectly fine. We'll have the chair be a reading chair right next to the bookshelf. Imagine having a nice... Oh, man. I'd love to have a nice room with an air hockey table and a reading chair. It's a very niche thing to want, I know. But that'll also save on power because these heaters will be gone. But I am going to deconstruct all this, turn this room into something else. I'm not sure what yet. Maybe something with biotech. Could do a gene node mechanic thing. Gives... Oh, it just gives skills? Oh. Never mind, those kind of suck. What's intern? Oh, wow. Okay, yeah, no, those... These suck. Okay, never mind then. But I could do, like, a gene extraction vat. That would be good for collecting... So basically the way that worked, that is from a mod. You put in a person, you give them food, and it pulls out their genes. It's random which ones it'll do, but it tries to prioritize ones you don't already have. So we could always do that and try and get Sari some upgrades through that. But that's... It can't do archite ones. Oh, Barry's using the sitting chair, the reading chair. That's nice. Alternatively, androids. That could be the android room. That is always a possibility. That's honestly probably what I will go with. That seems like a good choice. Also, we no longer need this wall, I'm realizing. And let's go ahead and fill in that little grassy area. Is there anything else I could possibly want to do in there? I already got my ideology thing set up. I don't need a vehicle area. We're getting lag. Recreation we're fine with. A storage room? We could have that be like a clothing storage room, I guess, but... Yeah. You know what? This could be our new hospital. And I know you're probably like, well, why would you make a new hospital? Hear me out. Then we could do sterile walls. I don't care that much about sterility. We don't need sterile walls. That's a waste of materials. What am I thinking? I'm such a moron. It could be a bee room if I decide to do bees. There's nothing in genetics. Why do I keep clicking on it and being like, why is nothing pulling up? Power room, maybe? Could be a research room. But it really does seem like the best choice would be to just have it be a... Just have it be the room where we put the android stuff. I think that makes the most sense. That or we fill it with dirt bikes. No, it's a joke. It would be a sick-ass room, though. Also, I checked on this at the perfect time. Okay, like I said, if it's not death... %30 chance of success. And then 25% chance that would be the one they got rid of. That was lucky. That was a 8.25% chance of happening. Wow. Okay, Sari. Let's finish you up. Hopefully she doesn't get something bad we need to remove, because I'll be honest, all her other negative effects, I'm fine with keeping them. I don't care about the paranoia. I really don't. She can keep that. So other than that immune disorder, she can just keep, I don't care. We've got 5 super nanites left. I was hoping to have 6 left, to be honest. Math-wise, it added up perfectly if she never had to have a superpower removed, or a weakness removed, rather, that we would have had 6 left, but oh well. But I was hoping to have 6 left, because then I could give every single person 1 power, other than her, who would have all 5. Obviously, if she fails here, which has a 40% chance of happening, we're not even going to be able to have 5. We're going to need to use one of the other ones. But if, best case scenario, everything works out here, she gets a power and a weakness that's not too bad, then everyone else can get a superpower. I think the people who need it the most are Sherry, of course, she's our second best at combat. Barry, of course. Gary, because he's our hacker, but it is kind of a long shot for him to get it. Maybe not Gary. Gary and Mary are the two I'm deciding between not giving it to. Harry and Jerry, I think, should probably get it. Jerry... See, Gary is the worst at combat next to Mary, but even Mary has a minor burning passion in melee, so he has, like, better learning speed. It's not ideal. Jerry, though, does have annoying voice and slowpoke. He is a really good crafter, but he probably just... but if he gets the... See, that's just it. There's so many abilities that are only good on certain people. Or rather, there's so many people in my colony that if I could give them any ability of my choice, this is easy decision-making right here, right? 100%, I know exactly what I would give everyone. Barry would never miss ever. He would get the eagle eyes so that he never misses. Easy. Jerry, he's getting the better crafter. Of course. For sure. Sherry, she's never missing with melee combat. Actually, no. Sherry's probably getting... Pretty much everyone else is getting laser eyes. Laser eyes is too fucking strong. I'm sorry. It's the name of the stream for a reason. Laser eyes is OP. It really fucking is. I don't know what else to tell you. It's just strong. Oh my. But yeah. Hopefully though Sari even succeeds with this, because it is a 40% chance of failure. But I am so lucky with what happened with her. But the bulletproof skin is an interesting one. So because all sharp damage is now dealt as blunt damage, that means armor might be different. Because this gives 51.8% blunt armor. So like she right now has 64% blunt armor. We want to get that as high as possible. Her sharp armor could be 0. It doesn't matter. We want as high blunt armor as possible. And I simply don't know, because most things help with sharpness. After stream today, I will do some research into what would be the best possible equipment for someone who is immune to sharp damage. What protects them the absolute most, and I will change out her armor if needed. Now, it's a very real possibility that the same stuff that's the best for sharp is also the best for blunt, in which case, well, fuck, never mind. But if it's something like cotton is the best for blunt, then she's getting cotton armor. If the best thing for blunt is for her to wear no armor and to wear, like, clothing, she's wearing clothing. That's probably for the best if that happens, because then she isn't slowed down by armor. All in all, there's a lot of ways that could go. I don't know what it'll do. It might completely change her armor layout. It might change only one thing. It might change nothing. But that is an interesting one. Bulletproof skin, meaning that she's... I thought it would mean that she's, like, immune to bullets, as in she has, like, a permanent shield effect. But having it be immune to all sharp weaponry is interesting. Really, really interesting. Like I said, I will do research after stream into what is the absolute best blunt protection that you can get. And we'll figure it out from there. It'll take me a while, because I'm going to have to figure out, like, using modded stuff, too. Like, what mods I've got might add things that are even better for blunt protection in vanilla. In which case, that adds to the difficulty, for sure. Now, we're still doing all this crafting. Oh, I just noticed there's a sculpture over here. There's a swarm missile launcher there as well. There we go. Ooh, we have a lot of stuff to destroy, too. Smoke pop pack, fire foam pop pack, smoke pop pack, so many things to destroy. We've got this swarm missile launcher. Why are they prioritizing the slag over the smoke pop pack? Okay, I'm gonna suspend the slag one after this, so that she stops doing that. Really? Missing weapons or apparel. I can see right here, fire foam pop packs. Oh. I didn't realize. Didn't realize I had it on the 50% one. Oops. Also, we've got some exoskeleton frames here. 3 of them. Sorry, that whistle was awful. Still though, that's actually 3 of those is a big deal. We'll let her wear it, for sure. And we'll wait until she puts it on before we even consider adding someone else so that they don't take all of them. 5 hours. And once she has all these superpowers, she will be as strong as we can get her currently. I mean, she still has more psychic powers and shit to gain, but the superpowers-wise, she will be as strong as we can get her. The only way I'd be willing to trade out powers later down the line is if I came up with some, like, deal with my chat for what would make it fair. Like, if you guys said, okay, yeah, you're allowed to trade it out if you do this. Like, you know, if you pay this many resources. If we want to do it that way, then sure, maybe. She succeeded. Localized skip shield, sending all incoming ground projectiles far away. It's extremely draining and will take 3 minutes before being able to project again. I'm assuming it means 3 real minutes. Capable of producing a massive electrical current in a chain of targets by psychically stripping their bodies of electrons and then directing focus lightning strike using their own body as a conductor. Very effective against robotic enemies, but needs 60 seconds to recharge. Oh. Egotistical. Refuses to do any and all work. So either don't fight ever or don't do any work ever. That's actually really bad, but I want to test this out. I'm going to reload the save, I'll be honest, because those negative effects, while they're not that bad, these positive effects, I don't know. Maybe I won't reload it. I don't... Yeah. This is... I don't think I really like either of those. Even with this electricity blast seeming kind of cool, it's kind of... I don't know. Wait, maybe I shouldn't do War Queens. That's maybe a bit too strong a one. No, it's just EMPs. Never mind. That's awful. That's terrible. You're telling me a whole superpower wasted on an EMP AoE? Like, I get that on humans it's probably stronger, but she has laser eyes for that. That's awful. That's fucking terrible. Just give her an EMP launcher at that point. What the fuck? No. No. We're not. Something better. Regeneration or no pain. We're doing regeneration for sure. Cannot regrow limbs. That's fine. Hallucination. Regularly suffers from auditory and optical hallucinations. Completely convinced they are seeing something that isn't there. Sometimes they try to make them go away by firing their weapons at them. Casually enters a silent mental break called Seeing Things, where they will walk around aimlessly, potentially pulling out a weapon and firing once or twice. Such a mental break only lasts a short while and will not produce a letter announcing it. You know what? We'll stick with that one. That sounds funny. That sounds really funny. I want to see that one in action, though. I really do. I want to catch that one. And I don't know if I will or not. In all likelihood, I won't. But man, I hope I do. I mean, here's the thing. She doesn't have a gun. So, would that make her just swing wildly at the air? Or does that mean she's going to attack actual things? Like, is she going to attack a wall? I do like the added bonus that I don't know when she's doing it. That it's silent. A silent mental break is kind of neat. Is there a way using cheats? Why did I save again? That was muscle memory. Is there a way using cheats that I can force it to happen? Smelting / destroying things. Okay, break. Break it. Break. Oh, that's breaking her shield belt. Okay. So she does just hit the wall. Huh. Good to know. Okay, so she'll just attack shit randomly. So basically, in exchange for her being very difficult to kill, she just likes hitting things. I will say, that is still probably kind of bad, because if I'm trying to have her do something in combat and she suddenly stops doing it to instead attack random shit, that actually is probably bad. So it is not ideal, that's for sure. But I think it's fine. Sherry, congratulations. You're the next one to get superpowers. 0% chance of failure, too. Everyone who only gets one power only has a 0% chance. She was seeing things again? She was. She hit the wall down there. Okay, how often is it gonna proc? Admittedly, I procced the first one, but how often does it proc? It will warn me up here when it ends, not when it starts. If this is like a multiple times in a day occurrence, we need that out. We need to get rid of that if that's how often it happens. Hopefully it was just complete coincidence that only a day after getting it, she already had that kind of a break. But I'm starting to wonder if she's gonna have one of those like every day, and if that's the case, uh-oh, that's a bit really bad. I do like the idea, though, of my most powerful warrior being slightly hallucinating every 2 seconds. You know, it's like slightly schizophrenic. Have fun making your art, Sari. It's... Oh my gosh, that is the funniest option. I didn't think hallucinations would make her attack things randomly, or even have mental breaks. I thought what it would do is it would just make her, like, miss more often, which would be bad, but I didn't think it'd be, like, the end of the world. But, oh no, it's happening again. It really does happen multiple times a day. Okay, we need that removed. We're putting her ass in the pod. She's getting that cleansed. Oh no. Oh, what do you guys want to... Okay, Silent Neuroformer, you have my attention. 5 fire extinguishers. Where the fuck... How do I make a fire extinguisher? You know what? Okay. Actually, it needs to be of a certain quality, so let me... There we go. Okay, yeah, we need to get rid of that from Sari. The more I think about it, the more I realize I should be able to choose what negative it removes. But not so much in I should be able to choose it in the sense that I should be able to pick literally any. I think you should just always remove the most recent one they got. I think that makes the most sense. The if you've had it for a long time, it's harder to remove, so it should take more time. Because that actually does kind of make sense. You know, newer effects in your brain. Oh, I thought that said she's not fucking walking around crazy anymore. I was about to say, holy shit, 3 times in one day. As I was saying, fucking so many quests. The hypersensitizer is really good. Kill thirst isn't ideal, but that's really good. 434 toxic waste packs, though. As I was saying, we need that removed from her for sure. She'll go into the pod next, right after her mom is done in there, unless her mom gets something somehow even worse. And I hope not. The only time I'm willing to actually have a reload of a save for this, it's not from a bad enough negative effect, unless I run out of the remove the things, like the fuel for this. If I ran out of fuel for this, then I just realized this thing holds 5 fuel. Oh no, we've definitely got enough for everyone to get 1 power, and then some. Never mind then. Never mind what I was gonna say. It doesn't matter anymore. I was gonna say about how, like, if I can't remove a super bad ability from someone, but I'll definitely have enough to do that. Unless I get really greedy and I start adding even more good things. But I'll be fine. Wow, it takes a while for her to get that power, huh? But yeah, that is interesting. Sari, how's your schizophrenia doing, Sari? Okay, these quests. I got distracted. I got very distracted. Okay, so supplies for Bakersfield will get us a Silent Neuroformer. That's good. We're gonna do that. That's fine. The Toxin Dump. 434 toxic waste packs. Let's allow them in the freezer. And let's accept this quest for this insanely good mono sword. The hypersensitizer increases by 40%. That is so good. Plus 151 gold. I'm just waiting for it to fall from the sky. That's a lot more stacks than I was expecting, I'm not gonna lie. Do I have the ability to send out drop pods? No. So we just gotta suck it up and accept that we got these. Okay. Everyone who can haul is now on hauling duty. Everyone, haul, haul, haul! Sari especially. Fucking really? You picked up a sandstone chunk to haul? What? Really? No. Stop hauling that shit. Oh my gosh. Yeah, she has the super strength, so it's especially good for her. Oh, okay. Okay. Well, that's not what I expected. Okay. Sari. No. You need to do something a bit more important. Come on, Sari. Haul faster. So outside of home area is only a -5. That's really not a bad negative effect whatsoever, huh? But yeah, we don't want the waste packs spreading. We could recycle when we research that. We haven't even researched that. Oh my goodness, we are so fucking far away from being able to deal with these waste packs. They're gonna fill up my whole fucking freezer! Just fucking simple meals and simple bakes. And lavish meals with carnivore ones. Sherry is almost done. Barry, work on this. There's also fucking Dalgona coffees here. Okay. Whatever. Fucking, just please, Barry. Oh, bulk goods trader. Harry, I guess. Go ahead and call him up. You're the next best at it. I don't think I ever did see what that exotic goods trader earlier had because they took so long to get into my actual compound. I just realized that. Shit. Okay, we don't use the bedrolls because we use the helicopter from now on, so we can sell all those. We can sell off the shirts. So yeah, any shirts we sell. Any pants? Do we have any? No. Jeans. We sell that. Matter of fact, just pretty much all the apparel. We sell all the apparel. Except the parkas. The parkas stay. And the uniforms, obviously. There. Anything I'd really want to buy? I mean, that's free recreation gain. That's free melee levels, I suppose. Basic recycling and hazard protection. I I don't really like I don't see much point in that, because gaining 30 points towards it in an hour is not that much, in my opinion, so I'm going to leave that be. I'll sell this shield core that's almost broken. I'll buy some rim card dust, because we might need it. I don't think we will, but we might. We've got a whole bunch of shells we don't really need. Sell those off. Take the bison wool, the red hide, the heavy fur, the sauropod leather, the hard kind, dinosaur, camel, blue fur. We keep the plain leather. Sell the light leather, bird skin, human leather. Human leather's too much. Unless we buy your advanced components and regular components, then we can do it. Then I just need a little bit more materials to be bought from them. We don't really need more steel, but we could always take more plasteel. Whoa, they have a lot of plasteel. You know what? I will take your entire stock and just not buy the components and advanced components. And instead, we'll start selling off some of these organs we've got. Like the heart or the 2 kidneys. Or maybe instead of the kidneys, how about an eyeball? A jaw? A jaw's too little. Nose or spine? Spine. We lose out a little bit of money, but it'll be worth it. Where are you going? Oh, you're going... No. You're going to the dumping stockpile zone. That's why. This needs to be priority preferred. Sari, please stop. Can't you haul them? Come on, haul faster. There we go. Honestly, I might have just wanted to do simple meals. It'll stack better. Okay, good for you. Sari, I know you don't want to hear this, but you need to haul the toxic waste packs instead of attending this party. Rearming steel bear... Why? I told you to haul. Hate the AI. And now she's eating. No, she's just carrying a meal. Why are some of these not haulable and other ones are? We have way more toxic waste packs than I expected here. Also, these 3 I'm going to unlink. And these are going to be linked to each other. And these are just going to be allowed to have raw fish. So you have a place to fucking sit. Raw fish and insect jelly. Gives us more room. Oh, I never got to save. Oh, I never got to save, and these are not very good. What's the point in marksmanship and conscientious objector? I'm gonna have to reload the autosave for that. I hope that's not too far in the past. If it is, that sucks. That really sucks if it is. I should have checked. I should have saved and then gone to the autosave. That was a dumb move. Why didn't I think? Well, how far back? Oh. Too far back. And a matter of fact, we're getting rid of 2 more of these. Unlink these. Link them together. Storage. These hold insect jelly. And all the raw fish. That was not worth it. Oh gosh, this is awful. You're working through the night, Barry. You're working without eating too. Come on. It's gonna take a bit, but at least this time there won't be any down here unable to be moved for some stupid reason. Okay. I keep saving when this shit happens so I don't need to worry about if I forget again for her. Yeah, getting the impossible to attack, but then also you're good at attacking it mix is stupid. Also, I forgot I took the meals, so it was just the simple meals. But you know what? Fine. We'll leave it like this. It doesn't matter. Takes up the same amount of stacks either way, I guess. Just looks dumb. There we go. I just said it didn't matter, but then it looked dumb. So I cared anyway. Nice, another party. Oh. How wonderful. I don't think this mission was worth it. That's so many toxic waste packs we can't get rid of. They're just gonna waste up so much room. Oh, do I need to just make some shelves in there that hold toxic waste packs? Is that the issue? Or is that the solution, rather? Thank goodness how much Sari can carry. Oh, fucking really, Sari? That needs fixed now. Like, her brain, not the thing that broke. I mean, the thing that broke needs fixed too, but not as soon. Okay, well, this time we got it all done in time. We got fucking all 430. Were there that many? I thought there were more. There's 4 missing. Why were they carrying them? look at them in a moment. Okay, caravan animals. Caravan animals? What? I shouldn't have gotten rid of it. Over here, okay. Wow. Awful. Thanks. Now let's save. Okay, so all of the toxic waste packs are frozen, so they won't dissolve. Now we just need Sherry to get an actually useful power. And then we put Sari in there to not be ass. Please, something good. Heal others. Cure them of all their wounds. Or telepathy. Gives the ability berserk or calm using telepathy. Force someone to fight their enemies or... Okay, so what are the negatives? Aiming time 200%. Will instantly kill all prisoners. That's so funny. No. Aiming time it is. It's not good. It's actually really, really bad, but at least it's acceptable. Heal others is also really good. Sarah, get the fuck in there now. Stop destroying my shit. I didn't mean to do that. 80% chance of failure, by the way, so... Let's hope that every time it fails, it's death, so that I can reload the save because of my obstinate beliefs. This is such a scuffed fucking stream. Oh well, she's having a fucking mental state. She's seeing things in the fucking pod. Don't think I didn't notice that. Don't think I didn't fucking notice that lightning bolt in the fucking top. Did she start seeing things like the moment she got in the pod? Is that what happened? Did I put her in there? She started seeing things and I started the pod up. Oh. That is... That's infuriating. Okay, Gary, since you're doing research, drink some coffee. I don't think we really need to smelt metal from slag anymore, so I'm gonna turn it off. Sherry, you're doing research, drink some coffee. It increases their research speed, so fuck it, why not? Harry is stuck here doing nothing. Because he can't do art or research or hauling. He really can't do anything, can he? He gets to just wander around then, because I'm not giving him any jobs. He can't even fish. Take away the fishing cancellation so he can at least fish, I guess. Give him something to do. She's seeing things permanently. That's kind of funny. As long as she's in there, she's seeing things. And that, you know what, that even more verifies my point that I should be able to choose and make it so that she loses that effect. Because if she's actively having that negative effect, I mean, come on. Fire extinguishers are taking some time to make. Although, admittedly, not really. It's just that we spent a while hauling shit. Mary. Don't think I didn't see you there. Drink some coffee. increases their research speed, so it's nice. Except now she's going right to fucking bed, so that was a waste. Cool. Glad you drank some coffee before bed. They need to prioritize research of it cleaning and shit. That's what's been delaying it. This whole time, I never even realized that I had that prioritized in the wrong way. He's always going to make normal or higher. I don't know why I bothered to do the make until 5, only normal quality plus. Obviously, he'll make normal quality or higher. He's like a fucking 20 in it. No new sculptures over here. Day and 7 hours for her, though. So with her bat ears... By the way, her bat ears are way too big. They should be smaller. I'm just saying, they look so big. They're the size of her fucking head. I know that bats do have ears like the size of their head, so that's why they're going for it. But on a human being, I don't think they'd be that large. We have larger heads than we should. So my thought process is our ears, even if they are big, should not be as big as our head. Just my thought process. I need to check something. Marine armor. How much does it slow you down versus Centurion armor? Also... Fuck. We never had the trader show up, so... We still have those old broken clothings now. Or old useless clothing, I should say. So, okay, yeah, let's check this real quick. Marine armor is a... How much? Minus 0.32. Wow, marine armor slows you down more than that. That doesn't make sense, but okay. That's interesting, we'll say. That's really interesting. You'd really think this hyper-futuristic body armor would be a little less heavy on you than full steel plate mail. I was going to put everyone in it thinking it would be lighter than the Centurion armor, but, you know, I guess not. That sucks. I am going to eventually put everyone in it, but not until we have, I'm actually probably going to make recon armor for everyone, not that. Because marine armor, I can sell it, but, like, I don't think it's worth it for the heft it's got to it. So the whole it slowing you down thing just, I don't know that I want to deal with that. Oh, we finally got some flour. We're finally making simple bakes again, which is both good and bad because we're going to run out of room for it. Tell you what, after you bake that, you're going to suspend that, and we're just going to keep it as flour for now. At least we got flour, though. And once we burn through all these simple meals, we can just start loading them up onto the trays. Mary, check the contracts. Do we still have that one for the simple arms or legs or whatever? 2 advanced bionic eyes for only that much? Jeez, that's a terrible deal. 15 heavy revolvers for a shit ton, though. Too bad I don't think we can make that, and even if we can, I don't want to work on that while I'm still doing the other ones. Doesn't look like the simple meal or simple arms or whatever is still available, so that sucks. That's the one that I can't accept early. God ahead and accept that a while. It won't be too much longer before we're done. There's one more fire extinguisher, and it's already only got 97 work left. Eight hours until the 1 in 5 chance she fucking succeeds, and the 4 in 5 chance she goes right back in. I'm not gonna lie, it's really boring. I wish that it didn't have a chance of failure and it just took longer and longer the more, like, poor it's set up once you have it fully built. Again, if you don't have it fully built, I understand there being a chance of failure, but I have it fully built and fully designed. Maybe give me the bonus of, instead of it, you know, if it would normally fail, it just adds an extra, like, day or something like that. I don't know. You know, 10% longer, 20% longer, 30% longer, etc. Instead of 10% chance of failure, 20% chance of failure, and so on. Just my opinion, but, you know. What do I know? I know that it would be overpowered if that's how it always worked. I'm saying because I have all of the machines, it should work like that. As a little bonus for having everything. If it worked like that from the start, then you would only need the gene tailoring pod and then a lot of time. And while, yeah, wasting time isn't exactly ideal, the fact that you wouldn't need anything but time would be a bit too strong. Okay, please don't kill her. Please don't fail. I said I'm not accepting death. If we do at any point get 3 deaths in a row, I'm just instant succeeding it. I don't even care. I don't want to deal with 3 deaths in a row. If we get, like, brain damage, I don't know. I hate how boring this is. I hate the resource cost, but that's fine. It's whatever. Okay. She lost hallucinations. Perfect. Maybe it actually does the thing earlier I said where it takes away the most recent one every time. She still gets to have hallucinations one last time until this mental break ends. There you go. Now she will never hallucinate again. And she has maxed out powers. So she has laser eyes. Her attacks always go for organs. She has super strength, bulletproof skin, and quick regeneration, and Mary and Jerry are just divorced. Why? Was it the annoying voice, really? Well, great. Jerry just got fucked. And not in the way that he likes. I guess we're saving that, because that is a canon event now. Also, the next person who's going to go in here is going to be Harry? I guess. Okay, now where's this quest to? Bakersfield. That is actually not too far. I thought it'd be a lot farther, to be honest. Now, Sari, you finally get to have this new weapon. It does have kill thirst, so you are going to need to deal with that, but you'll be fine. We'll also trade while we're here, just to see if they've got anything good. Although I didn't bring any money. Well, shit. I'm honestly kind of glad they don't have anything that good. I mean, they have some decent stuff, but they don't have anything, like, so good that I regret not bringing money. But now Sari has a Persona bond. The previous weapon wasn't actually bonded. So that's something. I'm gonna have her customize. So Kelger, I'm fine with that name, but let's get a cooler look. Okay, never mind, it randomizes the name too. Ooh, that looks cool. Change it back to Kelger. There you go. Now you got a cool looking one as opposed to that kind of stupid looking design it had before. Can you remove the shit from these so I can then tell them to not reset them? There. All empty. Oh no, these are waiting for pickup. There. Because we have enough cement. More than enough cement, honestly. But something we can do, we can finally install this pain stopper. Mary, please get back here. The reason I had Harry go in next is because right now he's still got that huge backlog of food and he's out of things to do. So this is the perfect time to have him do it. There's literally not a better time. So, yeah, perfect timing for Harry to get in there, get a superpower, hopefully something useful. And just like that, she doesn't have pain hypersensitivity anymore. I kind of want to get rid of the effect using cheats just because it is annoying seeing it, so I am going to do that. It literally serves no purpose doing this other than just for looks. However, I just don't want to see it in this screen. It's literally the only reason I got rid of it. It literally has no effect. You know, she can't feel pain because she has pain stopper, so it doesn't matter. So we did that just for looks. But now we research some bionics. And the whole reason we're going for bionics, even though we aren't, you know what, we aren't technologically advanced enough to be doing this, if we're being honest here. We can make recon armor. I did not realize we can make recon armor. I want to go for marine armor next, actually. Now that I know we can make that, though, we need a fabrication bench. And we will set that up for next time. Some recon armor for everybody. That maybe includes Sari. I don't know. Sari kind of needs Cataphract because she'll be so slow. We'll figure it out. Sari can walk now as well. A mech raid. Okay. This will be a good way to finish it off for today. I just hope that the Legionary doesn't block it from doing what it's supposed to do. The laser beam, of course. All the weak ones die off from the traps. And the strong ones are the only ones left. Of course, the War Queen is gonna... Bam. Yes, it does destroy a lot of our walls, but we have enough concrete to go around. Plus, this turret here helped. And will continue to help. Oh, really? You're gonna shoot me from there? There. Damn, she took that thing out in one hit. I guess it was already injured, to be fair. So yeah, that is the power of laser eyes, a bunch of traps, all of that. That's what happens when we combine all of them together into one fighting force. Yes, it does destroy the walls. It's the laser eyes. It's the super OP thing that it is. But still. I'm going to cancel all this because I'm about to save, and when I save, it doesn't matter. Because we're ending it there. That was today's stream. Little bit infuriating at times, but mostly just making Sari insanely strong as per usual. When we get back, all those traps will be reset automatically, which, yeah, that's kind of cheaty, but it's not like I'm doing it on purpose. I already said, I literally said earlier that'll be a good way to end it, so it's not my fault that all the traps happen to get set off. I also was actually going to keep the door closed. You saw me go over to close it, and then I saw that it was jammed open by a corpse, so I couldn't even do it. I didn't want to do that with the traps, but oh well. I wanted to try and blow them all up with one laser, but oh well. Anyway, hope you guys have a good one. I know I did. I'll be back next week with more TFT. I believe the new set is going to be out. I'm not 100% sure. If it's not, shit, then I will be with Chonk's Treasure instead, and I'll do the next set after that instead, next week. Anyway, have a good one, and I'll see you later. Bye-bye.